4 hills, and the first one is the male, the female, the child, and the grandchild. So most of the activity they are done on the female and male. Even though there's rock paint in the child and grandchild, there's no trails there. In Tsodilo, we almost have 4,500 rock painting in 400 sites. Most of this rock painting is like we have the women figures, also we have geometric shapes, and most of them are wild animals. And in Tsodilo, we have almost different rock painting. We have the red painting, which we believe was drawn by the sun, called Kung. And these people, they were drawing that rock paint, use a reddish rock called hematite, together with ochre, mixed with animal fats, plant sand, to paint this rock painting. And of course, actually, we also have another rock painting. We have another rock painting, the white rock painting, which was painted by the Bantu speaker. We say it is Bantu speaker because most of this rock painting are domestic animal. But in this trail, we see we only have one panel. Most of them are different drawing of wildlife. So when we do the walk, there are several rules that you should obey. That you are not allowed to take anything, even shiny rock that will come across. Just lift it and return where you've taken to. And also for the rock paint, you are not allowed to touch up the rock painting. You're only allowed to take photos. Even if you want to take a photo myself, just feel free and enjoy, because some other parts is too steep. So enjoy when doing this rock painting or when you view the rock painting. Cool. Here it's like we have this type of rock, which is granite, and there is quartz between. So the formation of this rock, the archaeology call it, this rock was formed through volcanic eruption. Because when you go from the other side, you can see also some of the rock which are actually made by volcanic eruption. Even though it's quite tricky to see that this is a volcanic or earth, the movement of the earth. And also there is that color come from the rock, that pink color, which are normally made by the rains when there are rain. When the rain rains, then the minerals that are found on the rocks, that they make that different color. And actually, this area at all is called Tsodilo. Tsodilo is on San language, simply means damp earth. 100,000 years ago, the people also, they believed that there was a lake on this mountain. As you see from this area, there is, when you go further, you see that there is a deep sand next to the rock. So that deep sand made by the water. So people also were fishing on that lake. Because when you go from the other side, you see that there's some other sites which they dig, then they find artifacts that they use to catch fish. And even when you are driving from the other side there, you see that you are going inside. That's why I now believe that there was a lake on this mountain. Yeah. We have this red painting, which we believe was drawn by the sun, called Kung. If you look straight from them, it's like most of these animals are wild animals. So these people also, they draw this wild animal that they normally see. And actually, these people, they were doing or making this as a message, because they didn't know how to write message. They were using indigenous knowledge to make rock painting. And there is another more important thing, which is this circle. We call this circle as a geometric circle, which was probably made by a shaman or traditional doctor when they're on trains, see those on their mind. So this circle is normally used most of the area, even in a museum, and even our trust. This is our is there many rock, as you see it from my t-shirt here also. So that's why now we believe that this mostly like these people when doing this rock painting, some of the animal they use it as a rituals. That's why they make painting on them. So that is like asking from God. That is another main reason for doing this rock painting. As I mentioned that this rock paint was painted using a red paint called hematite, ochre, mixed with animal fats, blood, and plant sap. So the age of this is over 3,000 years old. So all of the rock paint that we come across here, you see that it's over 3,000 years old. But there is the one which is later than this one, which is white rock painting. And you see that most of them, most of those people, they draw on top of this red painting. Means that is the second one. But the age is range between 750 and 1,000 years ago. Painting from the other side there. There is more rock paint here. And this one is quite clear because it's like these people also, when they go in the bush, it's what they have found. There is giraffe, eland, then there's hyena on the left side on the top. There's more from the other side here. And there's that giraffe. There is a paint of a giraffe which not looks like the others. It seems like was being killed by the lions. There's two lions from this side on the crag. There's that rock paint from this side. This is the lions, which was attacked the giraffe but killed the giraffe. After that, some of them they ran and looked back to see what was going on. And also from there, from the other side on the right side, there is oryx, which now running from the lions. And on top there is something looking, the monkey just looking what is going on. And even though, as you asked there, because there is like high a little bit, we still believe that this rock was somewhere there because of the condition of the soil erosion which takes place. That's why you see that there is a distance from that side. And even when you look from there, there is a different colors. Here, the color that we have there is like this rock, while the other color is pink color. Most of our rock paint here, they are not on the cave. There are a few ones that are on the caves, but most of them, they are outside the caves. But there is something on top, like a hanging rock, which support them during rain season. Even when the rain rains, there are rain drops reach there, but not 100%, just few raindrops reach there. Cool. Yeah, so people used to scratch the names on top, which is not allowed nowadays. So most of the baobab tree, they grow thick and tall. So this is probably thick then. Most of them, they grow thick and short. And this one is a little bit thick and tall because just competed to get sunlight with the rocks. So most of the baobab tree that we have on this side, they are tall like this. Yeah, when you look at it, it's like it's dead, but it's still alive. Yeah. And when we go further on, we see some of the rock, some of the baobab with fruit. Yeah, unfortunately, maybe because it's hard, the fruit to come down. There is more rock painting high up. There we have eland, giraffe, handprint. So handprints over there. They normally put handprint to show that this also was the signature. And there is another eland from the right with the baby. This panel is known as vendor post panel. Of course, we get the name from one of the Dutchmen who visited this area. After visited this area, because it's Mountain of the Gods, when he came in the way, he killed a warthog. So after killing a warthog, he climbed up there. When he was up there, he was attacked by the bees and his camera doesn't work. Then after that now, because he was guided by the other guide from the village, then he tell him that because you have been killed an animal and come up here. So let's go back, ask for forgiveness. Then they do so. He wrote a letter for apologize, then put it on a tomato sauce bottle. Then he buried on the foot of the mountain. So after buried it, because of the museum, they're after looking for the such thing, they have taken it to the National Museum in Gaborone. So after doing that story, after doing that apologize, everything was get fine. That's why we call it vendor post. And this was on 1958. So this gentleman is one of the international who put this to be known internationally. Yeah. And one more important is that this panel is one of the panel which is sell us as Tsodilo. Even in television, they introduce this panel. One more about this panel also, there is that island on the top. We have 20 pula Botswana note money. There is that island on 20 pula. Unfortunately, I don't have that 20 pula here so that I can show it to you. Cool. Formation. So there is an elephant here, but it's get faded. Also, the formation of the rock itself is like an elephant toes. When you look from this rock there.